That's my compliment. You guys painted this?
Yeah.
No one can do
Yeah. Because nobody has walkie-talkies. Hello, Leslie. All right, everybody. So we are doing our second live video of the day. This is a small rug extravaganza. We're going to be cleaning a handful of smaller rugs for you. You've got the wonderful, as always, the one and only. Here he is, Juan. He'll be your head cleaner for the day. As always, you'll see Jamie occasionally. And Jamie, turn around for the people. Show them what you're rocking. Jamie is rocking the, pull the hoodie up, the Talk Dirty to Us hoodie you can buy from Ruggy's Closet. And again, my name is Pat Santoro Jr. And I'm going to be helping out behind the camera today, answering, I'll be a little bit in and out, but if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer any questions. We like to do these little special edition live videos as semi-Q&A. So if you do have any questions, like I said, I will answer them. We're coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island in a beautiful sunny day in Farmingdale, New York today. And our first rug here, it's a synthetic rug. It's going into the centrifuge. And I'll be helping along with a little bit of that. And we're going to clean a rug that's got some bleeding damage later. Oh, Joey D said, nice zip up. Thank you, Joey D. Available for purchase in Ruggy's Closet, although Joe will be getting one of those for you soon as well. And you'll catch Joey there. You'll catch Joe on morning's live video. Let's see what we get out of this one here. Beetroot, I'd be happy to do the yell we do sometimes, but there's not many right now. It'll be a little anticlimactic, but woo! Woo! Jamie?
Whoa.
There you go. We got 2.5 moves. Alright, so we've got a fun little leopard skin print here. Another synthetic rug. You guys are new, if anybody's new to our channel, we are running an actual, we clean rugs for actual customers on our channel here. So what you're going to see is pretty much a normal amount of dirt. You're going to see a lot of urine. We handle a lot of pet urine for our customers. And you're going to see the correct process to clean rugs. So every rug that we clean here has already been dusted. They go in our wash floor. Right now what Juan is doing, he gave it a pre-scrub and rinse. So we are running the machine with no added cleaning solution at all, no soap, anything like that. And this allows us to remove any loose dirt that we can get out. So our cleaning solution doesn't have to work harder to fight through any loose dirt to get to the harder dirt. And then also, it allows us to remove any cleaning solutions that our customers may have left behind. Because we don't want our cleaning solutions to interact with their cleaning solutions in a negative way. And you can tell already, once he does the squeegee here, we're getting a lot of dirt out just by doing this step. Oh yeah. Carl over our prices range between like $2.25, $2.50 up to $5 per square foot in most cases for the actual cleaning of the rugs. Occasionally, we might charge a little bit more per square foot for certain types of rugs, but in general, somewhere between $2.50 to $5. Live today on Facebook as well, so hello everybody on Facebook. our pick this year, the Shark Vertex. There's a lot of hair in there. For best vacuum you can buy at home for pet hair. That'll be the Shark Vertex. We do have a link in the our description. We got another synthetic rug here. And thank you guys for tuning in. We are HTC Rug Washing, Specialty Cleaning Services. And we are coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island, a beautiful sunny day in Farmingdale, New York. Beautiful day, exactly one. And we got a couple of more small rugs to do today. We're going to do one medium-sized rug. And then we got a very fun one. We have a rug that came to us. It was in a flood. And it's got some existing bleeding now. The flood made the colors run. And they went into about half of the rug looks very orange. And we're going to show you the first step in how we wash that type of rug. Now this customer wants us to attempt to correct the color. Bleeding in general. So it's usually a couple of step process, but we're going to show you the washing portion of it today. Beverly, thank you very much. Tell them thank you very much for watching. We appreciate you guys. This is a real job, yes. Now, the back of this rug is a little bit different than most rugs. It's got like a rubber backing to it, so it holds it in place. And there's not much we can do in terms of washing that. If we run any of our machines on it, we're probably going to start to rip into that layer. So on this particular rug, it's really just a really thorough, deep face wash. And again, guys, my name is Pat. Today you are watching Juan here. Juan is going to be doing the brunt of the work today. I will get involved in a little bit when we do a very unique type of rug today. Something that actually Juan has never seen before. But Juan is a relatively new... Juan, when did you start with us? What month did you start?
Actually, last year.
Yeah, when? Was it really last year?
September.
September? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So believe it or not, in the entire time Juan has been here, just over a year, he has not had to see us try to fix any color correction on a rug. So we are going to be doing that today. Now, it's always a little bit hit or miss, especially when the way that this happens. Usually it's one of two ways. Either a rug gets very wet, and then the colors move and it dries that way. Or pet urine has a tendency to move color quite a bit on certain types of rugs. And this one is the former. It's the outside. So we are going to be fixing that today. Now, the first step is going to probably help a little bit, but it'll also get the rug clean. And then I might have to do it by hand as well, and I won't be able to do all that today. So we'll show you guys the first step. Now again, if you're just tuning in, we are ATC Rug Washing, Specialty Cleaning Services, coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island, and it is a beautiful, sunny day in the town we're located in, which is Farmingdale, New York. Lisa, when are the days we were not in the shop? So we clean rugs every Tuesday and Thursday. But we do, our staff, some of our staff are in the shop Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we are not typically open. We're never open on Sundays. Now we do a lot of work on Sundays in the other side of our business. So actually, a little backstory about us. We're a third generation company. Been in business since 1978. And predominantly, for most of that time period, most of that 50 years, we've been an office cleaning company. But during COVID, we have less and less people going into their offices, so we figured we better figure out a way to get into their houses. And for one reason or another, we got into rug cleaning. So this is a relatively new part of our business. Now, we kind of started this business in late 21, early 22. We took it pretty serious in 2023, so last year. And we're taking it very seriously this year, really trying to build this into a real part of our business. Hello, Marmy. Hello, DJ. Now on Saturdays, Lisa, we are occasionally open. Usually the office is open, not every Saturday, but especially if we have somebody who wants to drop off a rug, or a lot of people who want to pick up rugs. We do occasionally too, when we get backed up on the deliveries, we will bring rugs back to people on Saturday. We don't really do much cleaning. Sometimes we'll do a little bit of filming on a Saturday. There's some unique rug that I want to make a video on, and I'll wash it. But in general, yeah, basically Monday to Friday. East Ridge, definitely trying to start a carpet cleaning company. That's it's definitely something that I would say if you were going to start a carpet cleaning business, you definitely start a wall-to-wall carpet cleaning business first. That'll really give you a less investment than building a shop like this. You can get started relatively cheap, and then as you pick up some customers, you can get some of the better machines. We have some, like the truck-mounted system is really the way to go longer term. So we actually have two of those here at the shop. I'll show you guys one of those in a minute. But from there, if you pick up enough customers, you can definitely take a look at this one here. And you're going to see Juan here. He's grooming the rug, and what that means is he's pushing the fibers back into the way that they were designed to originally go, and that gives us a nice, clean look throughout the entire rug. How do we recognize who owns the carpets? It's a very good question. So, two ways. So every rug that comes in, we tag them. Now, we tag the rugs either as soon as they come into our shop from the customer dropping them, or if we pick up a rug in the van, we tag it before we ever leave their property. And then once we bring the rugs back to the shop, every rug, we have a little whiteboard. We write the customer's name on it, put that whiteboard on the rug, we take a picture of that rug, and we save that in the cloud. So if one of these tags accidentally fell off, we can go back to those pictures and identify whose rug is whose. So it's like a little bit of a double process there for us to make sure that we are easily able to recognize whose rug is whose. Edith, hello. And again, if you're not familiar with rug cleaning, this rug that we just had on the floor here, we rolled up, that is a rug centrifuge. What that does, you see in the wall, is to rinse a rug, And then once we stop rinsing the rug, we run it with no water to dry the rug, and in about 3 minutes, we can get most rugs about 95% dry. How long does it normally take to go through the whole rug cleaning process? So the rug has a little bit to do with that, and then also what's going on with the particular rug. So in general, if we don't have to fight any odor issues, no urine, no other anything else that we don't have to decontaminate, typically you'll see it on a rug like this. This is kind of like, this is an 8x10. So this is kind of the most frequent size or roundabout we get. We get a lot of 8x10s and a lot of 9x12s. This rug will take about 10 to 20 minutes to clean. And guys, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can't see some of this, but we are on Facebook as well. We're live right now on both, and we'll get some questions on both things. Does the color fade after cleaning? Not typically, no. So a lot of rug, well, in general, any kind of synthetic rug will never fade from cleaning. There is no dye. But a lot of wool rugs, they do a little bit of bleeding occasionally from washing. But a lot of that is actually not bleeding. It's a process called crocking. And what that means is when they made the rug, they over-dyed the wool. So that extra dye is kind of just laying there loose. And we, especially the first time you wash the rug, you're going to remove a lot of that extra dye, but it will not cause the rug to fade. Samaya, hello again. Thank you for tuning in again. And again, the first thing we're doing here, I'd say about 90% of the rugs we clean, 95% of the rugs we clean. First, you see, want to put a little bit of water under this rug, and all that dirt is starting to roll off. The first thing we do when we clean these rugs, we do a pre-scrub and rinse, and Juan's in the middle of that, right? So usually we wet the carpet out first, then we'll run the machine on it with no cleaning solution, and that allows us to remove any kind of loose dirt. Also lets us know what's going on with the rug. So you're seeing that some of that over there, that could be a little bit of urine. Now a lot of our customers, sometimes they don't even know. So they have a pet, they don't think it has any urine, then we find the urine, maybe that's urine we're seeing there, we'll know in a little bit. And it also allows us to remove any soap or cleaning products that our customers may have used, because we don't want our cleaning solutions to have a negative interaction with their cleaning. What is the best shampoo? It's a Facebook question from Beverly. What is the best shampoo to use to get blood out of the rug? A very good question. Beverly, can I have a little bit more information maybe? What is your rug made of? Is it a synthetic material? Is it a wool rug? Yes, you're saying a wool rug. A little tricky to get that out on your own. The first thing you're going to want to do is maybe lightly wet the area with like a spray bottle of water, and just take a bunch of paper towels and try to mop and get as much of the red that'll come out very loosely. Now you have to keep in mind that if your dog killed a bird on your rug, definitely have some bacteria and stuff like that going on. So, just trying to think of best home product that you can maybe buy like a Home Depot to do this. We have a bunch of stuff here, but a lot of it's commercial use specifically. In general, anything oxygenated will work really well on blood, but more than likely you're going to take the color out of the rug if you do that. You do have a bit of an issue going on with, you have like a lye, you're going to have some bacteria on that. So the main thing if you have like a shop vac, you're going to want to wet the rug a little bit and almost vacuum it out. You have to get all that stuff out of there before you even add the chemistry. And then You can use something like maybe, I'm sorry, there's not really a great answer to this question of what you can do at home to do this. But you might be able to use like something that'll kill everything. So even like an odor ban or something that it kills bacteria and mold. You want to like, and that's actually a little bit wool safe. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a little hard for me to give you any direction because I don't know how I would do that at home. Lisa, sometimes we do 2 labs on Tuesdays. So Beverly, that shark vac you have, is that a like a wet carpet extractor? Ooh, not going on there in the corner. Connie, hello. Perfect. Okay, that's actually a little bit of a that's definitely a help. So what you can do is take a look. Let me look around here in my shop. Hold on one second. Okay, so you can actually take if you go to like Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that. You can go. You can find odor ban concentrate. It's actually a disinfectant and it's wool safe. Follow the instructions on how to dilute it. Use it in a spray bottle and kind of saturate the area with it. Let it sit for about 10-15 minutes or so, and then use that shark vacuum to have. Maybe just put water in it to kind of rinse it out. If you're going to get some of it out by doing that, at least you're going to kill everything. So at least the rug will be in a safer condition than when you start. And then the next thing I would do is when you work for the staining portion of it, 3% hydrogen peroxide will work really well on blood. But you have to keep in mind that it's probably going to affect the color in the rug surrounding that area. So I would go very slowly, put a little bit on it, see what it does, see how it reacts. And you're never really going to get that out completely, but you might be able to make it look a little bit better. Now, if the back of your rug has a canvas layer on it, that's called a tufted rug, you're going to have a little bit of a hard time drying the rug. And I would recommend maybe consider trying to find if you guys are in New York, you can bring the rug to us, or maybe even just finding another more local carpet cleaner who might be able to help you a little bit more. Because if your rug has that backing on it, it's very hard to dry those rugs, and you might end up actually having a pretty good result, but then it stays wet too long, and you're going to get a little bit of you might get some mildew to start to grow there, and then you get a really strange kind of smell coming off the rug. But depending on how bad it is, if you would like, by the way, you can always go to our website, www.attcrugwashing.com, and you go to our contact us page, and you can shoot me an email too with any pictures and stuff, and maybe we can find you somebody. Are you in Floral Park, Beverly? We're in Farmingdale. We can definitely help you out. Do me a favor. I'm going to, if you go to our website, www.attcrugwashing.com, the number on our website, our phone number, just shoot me a text to that number. And just say, Beverly, I saw you on Facebook on the live, and send me a picture. And I'll be able to, I'll give you a call in a little bit. You're very welcome. How much is the customer paying for this job? Let's see, 8x10. This is probably somewhere. I think this customer, they have about 5. They picked up about 5 or 6 rugs. So I think I gave them a little bit of a break, but they're probably paying somewhere around like $200, maybe like $180, something like that. I already have a dog, and actually our mascot over here, Ruggy, as you see up there, that is actually based on my dog. So I'm okay with the with the one. So it was definitely 180 just for the one rug, but yeah, I think she had a handful of rugs, like 5 or 6 rugs, something like that. Martin, yeah, you could definitely hire a rug doctor. The only thing is you're never going to remove urine with any of the ever using one of those machines. And obviously our process is much more thorough. But those machines, we're actually going to make a video on that soon. They do work relatively well, especially in between, and really depends on what's going on in your house. Anybody with pets, though, the rug doctor is going to be a little bit of it's just not going to be as thorough for certain things. And honestly, I would never really use one of those on anything but a synthetic rug. Blinked on the tree for a bird, must think it's a cat. Actually, my neighbor behind my house, she had her last dog, she had a boxer, and that dog would bury itself, it used to make holes all over their backyard, and it would sit in these holes with its head out, and it would literally catch birds out of the sky. Any bird that flew low, it would just jump out of the hole, catch them, and then bring them in the house. They had like a dog door. They actually had to get rid of the doggy door because this dog kept just attacking birds. Oscar, can we clean a shag carpet? Yes, we clean a lot of shag carpets. Shag carpets come in 2 different ways that they construct them. They are either a tufted rug, so they have a canvas layer on the back, which poses a little bit more challenges when we clean them, or they have a much more normal looking synthetic backing. Now they also make shag rugs out of other materials. Most of them are synthetic, but they do make wool synthetic shag rugs, and they also make some cotton ones. Yes, the pet spray and the urine and vomit spray, it's not really, again, it might work topically, but it's not actually, nobody's going to sell the chemistry in a retail setting that you actually need to break down urine. A lot of the cleaning solutions that anybody buys anywhere, they're very high on the pH scale. And the higher you go on the pH scale, the more cleaning property you have. But in order to break up urine crystals, you actually need to go very low on the pH scale. You need something very acidic, and usually either very acidic or very oxygenated. And those 2 compounds, especially when combined, can be a little hazardous to work with. Now they don't really leave any residue. Anything oxygenated, once it dries, it completely dissipates. But note, if you touch it with your finger, you're going to burn your fingers. It's not like not something that, especially in concentrate, and that's just not something most people are going to sell. But again, Is it better than just vacuuming? Yes. Yes. The other concern too sometimes when you use anything that has like a liquid in your house on a rug, people have a tendency to over wet it and to try to, especially if it's dirty, they see the dirt coming out, so they keep cleaning, they keep cleaning, they keep cleaning, and now you've got a very, very wet rug that is going, and even like what we're seeing here, like your rug doctor's never going to get all this off the back of the rug. But you don't want to leave anything that wet in your house. Daft Driver, how do we drive it? We're about to see that in a few minutes. So now this particular rug that we're working on right now, this synthetic rug, we will get this rug about 95% dry in 3 minutes. And as soon as we're ready to do that, I will show you guys how we do it. And I want to guess we're about ready to do that. Maybe one more rinse. And then it's going into that big tube you see behind Juan there. That right there, that's a rug centrifuge. What that does is allows us to extremely thoroughly rinse the rug. So you see Juan here, he's spraying the rug down, he's using the squeegee here. That machine in 1 minute does this about 15 times. So now it's still important that we do the rinsing of the squeegee here for a couple of reasons. Number one, it allows us to make sure, basically what we want to do is we want anything that's on this rug, dirt, urine, anything, to be where we can tell that it's broken up enough that it can now be rinsed. And then we rinse it in our centrifuge multiple times until the water runs clear. And then once we shut the water off, the centrifugal force of that machine will get this particular rug here, almost 97% dry in 3 minutes. But in general, every rug we put in there is somewhere between 90 to 97% dry. Now, can every rug go in that machine? No. There are other methods we have to use sometimes. Mainly, we'll use our truck-mounted vacuuming system. So a lot of like wall-to-wall carpet cleaners, with the ones that bring the hoses into your house, they have that strong vacuum. We have the exact same equipment. And on certain particular rugs that we have to clean that can't handle this rug centrifuge, we do have to use different methods. Now, the other thing that we have going for us that you're going to struggle with in your house is we have a completely climate-controlled room with commercial dehumidifiers. So the same dehumidifiers that a restoration company would use after a flood in your home, we have those, and we have a room that we built to hang these rugs. And actually, we just expanded our shop. So today, we are actually fixing every video you see for the most part, we're on this side here of our shop. And that side over there, we took over in May, we opened up the wall, and today we're actually putting down like plastic flaps like you see like in a walk-in freezer. And we are aiming to make this entire side of that warehouse now the driest room in New York. Candace, hello. Thank you. And guys, if you're new to our channel, we do a couple of different live videos every week. Every Thursday around 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, we do a rug cleaning Q&A. So basically the entire time I stand behind the camera for 3 to 4 hours, and I answer any questions you guys have, and I take you through the rug cleaning process for every rug that we're doing. Now this is a special edition live. I just made this one today because I haven't done one of these in a while. And what we usually do on these is we clean like strange rugs, or the reason I actually made this live today is in a few minutes we're going to clean a rug that was in a flood. Half of the rug was wet in a flood, and it caused the color to kind of move all over the rug. And we are going to show you the first step in how we fix that problem today. Toth the Atlantean. Glad to be back. Forgot how to ask how many people. Actually, before I get back to that, so the other type, so that's a Q&A. Then we do a CCTV style live video, and that's usually every Tuesday morning. Where we just kind of let the camera run a little more ASMR style, and you just get to see us clean a whole bunch of rugs. And then, then we do the special edition ones, like I said. So basically, 3 types of live videos. And let me catch up with some of the questions here. Let's see. How many rugs can we do in a day? So right now, today's a pretty, right now with the current wash floor setup, we have somewhere around like 30 rugs a day. But we are actually, so you see our wash floor here. In either the first or second week of November, we are getting a new wash floor. So it's actually gonna go out about 3 or 4 feet this way. And it's gonna go back to the wall here. This whole area here is all gonna become wash floor. And we are aiming to be able to clean on average about 60 or so rugs a day. Which Jamie, who does all our filming over here, cannot wait to film. How many people do we employ? That's a good question. So in our rug cleaning facility here, right now, we're probably somewhere around like 16 or so. But our office cleaning portion of our business, we're employing about 60 or so nightly employees. Where's our company based? We are coming at you live today, guys, from New York on Long Island, a beautiful sunny day in Farmingdale, New York. Good question, Logan. What is the oldest rugs you have cleaned? So we had 2 rugs come in from the same customer about maybe 8 months ago, maybe a year ago, something like that. And they were both over 150 years old. Now we do get a lot of rugs like 50 years old, 60 years old. Actually, I got a couple, you see them, actually they just came in today outside right now. We don't know if they have any moths on them, so we're going to address that a little bit today. They're about 60 years old. We get a lot of rugs near 100 years old, but 150 years old is very old. And that is the oldest rugs that we've ever had. And actually, those rugs were made out of camel hair. Bill, we were going to originally try to do, the guy who makes everything, his name is Scott, based out of Alabama, the company's Orbitech. He built this wash with the cart, our drying racks, the centrifuge, all in Alabama. Juan, I'll help you with that in a second.
Yes.
We were trying to figure out a way to build onto this wash floor, but we just decided to make a new one. Is there a demand for rug cleaning? Well, we clean about, about 100 or so a week right now. The hardest part, though, has been educating people that this service actually exists, but social media has made that pretty easy. And I think, honestly, a lot of our customers get a kick out of seeing their rugs on camera. And we film everything. No. Oh, not yet. What? Yeah. Yeah, Bill, I wanted to. We were really trying to figure that out, and then when we talked to him, he was trying to figure it out, and then we basically, he's just taking this one back, and he's going to sell it to somebody else, and it actually is cheaper just to build a new one. Michael, how many years of college does it take to do the actual work itself? None. We can teach this to anybody. Running the shop, though, you don't really, as long as you can kind of learn some basic chemistry stuff, you can kind of run a rug shop. And then you really just need to learn how to properly clean stuff. For the most part, if you have a couple of years of on-the-job training of cleaning carpet, this is a relatively, even wall-to-wall carpet, it's a relatively easy transition. But there is the hardest part of this, identifying what material the rug is made of. And for anybody who's cleaned a lot of carpet in general, that part's pretty easy. But the next thing is to try to figure out on the chemistry side, all right, I have this particular rug type. So let's say I have a wool rug, and now I have this type of problem on the rug. So if I have urine on a wool rug, I have to figure out what can I use to remove the urine, but also not ruin the rug. And that gets a little bit, that can get very complicated when you have a, let's say a viscose rug that has multiple problems. So I have a viscose rug that has urine and blood and a kid spilled like slime on it. Now I've got a lot of different things going on here, and it can be a bit of a process to figure out what is the best method. And there's not really always a right, there's a lot of wrong answers, but there's not always a right answer. And sometimes I might look at that rug and clean it one way, and somebody else might clean it a totally different way, and we both might get the job done. Or we could ruin the rug. And obviously we don't want to ruin any rugs. Now Juan here, he started a little over a year ago, and he does quite a bit of washing by himself now. But there's just certain rugs here that, the other problem too when you're learning this business is, I would say this is actually the hardest part of learning, is we're always at the mercy of what comes in. So we have a rug today that we're going to attempt to clean.
Is this one?
You can use that one here. That we're going to attempt to clean. That in all the time Juan's been here, 13 months or so, he's never even seen it. So it's hard to teach somebody how to clean something and get some experience with it when sometimes it only comes in once a year. Michael, yeah, definitely. So when you buy, anytime you buy a rug in an estate sale, and you can get some really, really nice pieces that way, you definitely should clean it. Wool rugs especially older ones, trap a lot, years and years of dust and dirt, and people have been living on them. You absolutely want to get those, number one, properly dusted, and then also cleaned. The other one after we dirty though, dirty. What does that machine do? Great question. So we got Juan's actually about to switch it up to the other machine. We have two different forms of agitation. Actually, we have three or four, but predominantly we use two in order to break up dirt and get our cleaning solution deep into the rug. The first one here is called a CRB. A lot of different brands make it. This one's made by Brush Pro. CRB stands for counter rotating brushes. So one brush is going one way and the other brush is going the opposite way. And what it does, it allows us to easily drive our cleaning solutions into the rug. And also it kind of like really lifts up the fibers. Now it works really well on synthetic rugs. For the most part, now we just did it on this rug here, the wool rug here. We do not really use it very often on wool rugs because it can be a little too aggressive. Now this is a very short tile rug and it has a lot of dirt on it, so I wanted to have one that use it on the first pass of it. We're not going to keep using it. We're going to switch it to our 175 machine, which is right here. Same idea, a lot less aggressive. Again, just for that pre-scrub and rinse, I want to get a little bit deeper. Look how much stuff we've actually broken up with without using any soap. Hello, hello, Kathy. Hello, Henley. Thank you both for tuning in. Martin, yeah. So that's kind of like the nice part about this as opposed to our other business, the office cleaning. So we get a lot more wow factor in this type of business, especially when we get something that's very heavily soiled or very old, and we kind of really bring it back to life. Our customers are usually very happy. A lot of people really love their rugs. Hello, hello. What carpet stood out to me as a collector? So we've had a couple. So it's funny, when we first started, it's a little hard to tell sometimes. You can kind of tell sometimes. You look at a rug and you say this is probably expensive, but the more I look at rugs now, I can definitely tell when rugs are more valuable. But we've had a couple. We've had some older ones come in that look just gorgeous. There's a lot of things they just don't make anymore the way they used to, and that adage is very true in rugs. In fact, I would much rather clean a 50-year-old rug than a new rug any day of the week. They last so much longer. They're so much easier to clean, and just because they're just made properly. How much to clean? Let's see. How big is this one here? Probably like a 5x8 maybe, so 40 square feet. This is probably like $120 or so. Catch up a little bit on some of the questions here. Let's see. Angel, I think we actually cleaned your rug live this morning. Which you can definitely, on our YouTube channel, Angel, you can, it's up there now. It's probably on Facebook too, the entire live. I think your rug was the last rug we cleaned today on our first live video. And we've got Jackie here rocking from Ruggy's Closet, that beautiful t-shirt. Talk dirty to us. And Jamie, why don't you show the people what you got on? Come on. There you go. Perfect. Not yet. Should be. Angel, don't worry. We're going to actually, we'll have a couple of long videos out. So we're going to have one video. We'll definitely have a, let me ask Jamie. On the videos from today, that last rug was in the red one. Did you make a video? You did. It had yeah, I think, Angel, we have a small, we're going to have a couple of short videos for you. Definitely one short video. And then we're also going to have a longer format video, which your rug will be the last video in that video as well. And like I said, you can go back to watch today's live video, and pretty sure your rug was the last one we cleaned. Bucket's not good, it has holes in the bottom. Do I have any rug jokes? I probably should get some. Now, a bit of a play on words. On Thursday's live video, you get to see Anthony and Joe, and they like to sing and dance, so you can say that they like to cut a rug. If you guys are just tuning in, we are ATC Rug Washing, especially cleaning services, coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island, and it is a beautiful sunny day here in Farmingdale, New York. How come he hasn't put the other rug in the machine still? That's because he needs my help to do that. And I'm talking to you guys. But as soon as he's done scrubbing this, we'll get that in there. All right, want to get that one in?
Yeah.
All right. Alright, so we're going to run this water now. So what we're doing, first couple things we're trying to do, we're just trying to get the rug to actually open up in the machine. And now we are starting to rinse and let that water evacuate and rinse again until that water starts to run either clear or just a little touch white, because the machine itself can make the water a little bit choppy. See how that water is starting to get less and less yellow, much more white. And this is an adjustable machine. And Juan right now is controlling the panel there. We're allowed to, we can change how much water we put through the machine, and then also adjust the speed. And the faster we run the machine, the drier we get it. How much does this machine cost? This particular one here is our second one. The first one we had was a little bit cheaper. It just didn't really work as well. And then we finally got a American-made machine from our friends over at Orbitech. And that one is somewhere in the ballpark of 55,000 or so, maybe 60-something thousand. Michelle, what do you do with the dirty water after you wash the rug? So in New York State, you are allowed to dump carpet cleaning waste below a certain pH level, either to ground, which means that you would dump it into any land that would actually absorb it. So like, let's say you were at a customer's house and you clean their wall-to-wall carpet, you could put it like an inconspicuous area in the backyard, or you could put it in like a flower bed, something like that. Never down a storm drain. or it can go down into a sanitary sewer. So our water here, our dirty water here, is filtered for any large particles, and then it actually goes down into the sanitary sewer. And all of our pH level is way below the allowed level for the sanitary sewer. How do we contact you? So right now we service all of Long Island. Now you go to our website, www.atc, around the clock, atcrugwashing.com. Now we've been getting a lot of people asking, we do a lot of these live videos, we get a lot of people watching. And we are working on figuring out how anybody in the US can send a rug to us. We're probably going to do that through UPS. You'll be able to bring your rug to a UPS location. Well, you would fill out a form on our website. We would get in touch with you. We'll send you to a UPS store with your rug. Send it to us. We'll clean it. We'll make you either a short video or we'll clean your rug live. And then we will send your rug back to you nice and clean. But right now, until we do that, it's probably going to take a couple more weeks for us to figure all that out. But in the meantime, if you live on Long Island, go to our website, www.atcrugwashing.com, and we'll be able to help you. Now, if you live in like Queens or Brooklyn or the Bronx or Manhattan, you can always bring your rug to us also. We have regular business hours here, and all that information is on our website. But yeah, sooner than later, you'll be able to send your rug to us. We'll make your rug YouTube famous, and we'll give you guys a shout out. Next, after Juan gets this one into the machine, we're going to rinse off the wash floor and we are going to change it up a little bit. And we're going to try to fix some color correction on the rug. again, everybody. We're coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island. A beautiful, sunny day in Farmingdale. And we are going to head over to this rug here. E4, thank you. Smile, yes, we are going live this Thursday. All right, I'm going to take it. So this is going to be our last rug we're going to clean right here, and this is a little bit of a fun one for us. access at our regular business number on WhatsApp. Alright, so we're going to get started on this one a little bit. Okay, so so you guys can see this rug, this half of the rug right here, was in this is in like an office space, and there was a leak dripping onto this half of the rug. And you can see how orange the rug is. That is all the color moving around. So now that color has dried and is bonded where it doesn't belong. So what we're going to do is we are going to clean the rug, and while we do that, we're going to try to remove as much of that color as we can. And then once we get the rug dry, we'll do some of this by hand to try to get it to match back to what it used to. So we're going to get started on that. And I'll take you guys through what we're doing. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to wet the rug. Let's run the machine. Let's get a little, let's wet it out with one of those. Yep, just pour it right on. Yep. Now what we don't want to do is we're going to make some of this color move on purpose now. We're going to move a little bit of color from some of the other spots in the rug. What we want to do is we're actually going to put an additive into our cleaning solution here. And right now Juan is just pouring water and that additive together onto the rug. And what this does is it takes any loose dye on a molecular level will bond together and become too large to go anywhere where it doesn't belong. First thing we're going to do, we're just going to kind of spread that around. And I see a little bit of yellow coming out. That's probably some of that dirty flood water in there. Now we're basically going to put down this cleaning solution. I'm going to help him with that for a minute. And we have about 10 minutes to work on this rug before we have to rinse that cleaning solution out. And then we'll go from there.
That's why I put it in.
Okay. So, you guys can see, look how much cleaner the rug is actually becoming. And sorry, we got a little bit of sunlight, so I'm going to move us a bit. Okay. Okay. Move us over here a little bit. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna move over here. Right there. Okay. So you can see how much cleaner the rug is starting to look. And now, some of that orange there, what we want to do, we're going to let this sit for about another 6 or so minutes. We're probably going to clean the back right now. I'm sorry, normally I would explain to you guys what we're doing as we do it, but I got to kind of do a lot of this one. But okay, now it's definitely looking a little bit less of that color. So I've seen a little less orange, but I'm also seeing maybe just a touch in the distance there, that blue is starting to move a little bit now too. And that's the give and take, and that's the hard part about this process here, is we're trying to remove color that doesn't belong where it is, but in the process of doing so, we might start to move some other color around. So this whole thing this is a 10-minute process. We're about 4 or 5 minutes in, and we're going to clean the back of it really quick. I'm going to turn it back over, maybe apply a little bit more of this chemistry. We're going to get this rug rinsed. We're going to dry it, and then tomorrow we'll do the rest of this by hand. But again, you can see how much cleaner this rug looks. Jamie, did you take a before picture?
I did.
Can you bring it over? And I'm going to go grab one, and we're going to start on the back. And Jamie, just show them anybody who's just tuning in, let's show you guys the before picture. You see all that color here. Okay.
Let's turn this. I got this. So we got about 3 more minutes, 4 minutes to do this. Yep. So we're gonna do that quick. Okay. With the glove. Just work it right in to the machine.
Yep. Everybody, Manny came in to help us. Say hello, Manny. Manny, we're gonna do a quick rinse on this. Turn it back over. Yep. What's up? I'll tell you. got Manny and Juan, so let's stand a little bit more behind the camera. Hello, Pamela. Thank you for tuning in again. A little hard to see maybe on camera, but on the back, Manny. You can see a lot of that bleeding under the water there on the back. Now what this is going to do for the most part, we know we're going to have to do this by hand after, but it's allowing us to clean the rug and also remove any color we can. You can actually see in the water here, there's a little of that orange is kind of running right here in the water. And again, we're just trying to get, this is almost like hitting it with a hammer. We're just trying to get as much out that we can, and we'll have to do it very finely by hand. Let's turn it over, yep.
We left
Another 2 minutes, so let's put a little more on the spot. And we'll go from there. All right, let's put a little just on that spot that's orange. Yep. Still see a lot of the orange where it doesn't belong. Let's see what happens as we do it. Juan, you can take the machine. Just run the machine on it.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I will carpet only the spot.
I think just that spot. Now you can see how clean the rug is getting. Super bright. Juan, why don't you grab a canvas for a diaper? We are right at that moment, so man, we gotta race it. Done. Okay. Rinse it, yep. Really well, and then we're gonna put a little more of that on it, and then we'll do that and go. A lot. A lot. Under, over all of it. All right, so you can still see we got orange in there. And all those areas we're gonna have to do by hand now after. Now, I'm not seeing a lot of blue move around. This is a very good thing. So, Right now we're just trying to get all this cleaning solution out. Give it a couple more rinses, and then put some of the dye release on it. Put the diaper, spin it, no water in the spinner. I see a little bit of blue maybe down there, but nothing crazy. I definitely see less orange.
Orange, you finish that time?
That's what it was. We're going to do that by hand there.
Okay. O tal vez sí.
Does it look like it's getting better or worse?
Better.
I'm trying to find a pretty delicate balance here, guys. I'm trying to answer somebody quick. Trying to get as much of that loose orange out without getting more of the orange out where it doesn't belong. And also starting to move any other color on this rug. And again, this rug, you're just tuning in, this rug came to us, it was in a flood. And oh, that's actually looking a lot better.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I think we're good, yeah. So it had a ton of orange, well, really red that started to look orange as it moved around the rug. And then it dried in the person's house like that. It came to us dry after the flood. And we're trying to correct this. Now, this first process here allows us to clean the rug and remove some of that loose dye. And then we'll take a look at it when it's finished. We're gonna have to do all this by hand a little bit after. Now, we won't be able to do that today. We have to let this rug dry, and then we'll have to do this by hand. And I will probably do this. I will probably make a separate short video on this. And I'll leave a comment on this live video where you can tune into that. We're going to do this on Thursday. Now this rug is going to go into our centrifuge. But because of the cleaning chemistry we're using, we're not going to rinse the rug. We are just going to get the rug dry. And then if we have to clean anything, we'll clean anything after the fact. The main focus right now is to preserve this level of color damage, which seems to be better than when the rug first came in. Do me a favor, guys, open it. You're close. You're close. You're close.
Turn it?
Yeah, turn it.
Okay.
Turn it. There you go. Yep, perfect. Thank you, guys. It's like sometimes we know what we're doing. All right, so let's get it in the centrifuge. Now, this is going to be a very short centrifuge spin.
Huh?
Just careful your feet, guys.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You can push it, Manny, in further. We're not putting water in it, so we can go in a little deeper. Yeah, and then you can, yep. Actually, hold on. Open, just move that. Yep. Perfect. Okay. Yep. Now, you saw we put a sheet on it. Thank you for asking, Joseph. You guys may have noticed we put a sheet on it. That is a canvas sheet. We call it in the industry a diaper. We're diapering the rug. And I'll show you what that does when we take it out. Now, what we're doing, the reason we put that on there is because of the speed of the centrifuge, that water that's in the rug that's coming out now might take a little bit of color with it. And we want that color to stay in that canvas and not go where it doesn't belong on the rug. Not too fast, not too long. You gotta open it, yeah. You can go a little faster, not like 8. Let's see what it looks like. And I see a little bit of orange. Yep. Now that's not dirt, that is that color. You guys are very welcome. All right, now we just want to get this rug dry enough. And then we're going to actually dry it. Work on it a little bit on Thursday. So, just shut the centrifuge off, and we're going to see what this looks like. Joseph, no. So typically color does not run when we clean it. It's very rare actually that color comes out of a rug when we clean it, unless the rug is crocking. Now this color in particular is running because this rug was left wet in a flood. And that dirty flood water, with a lot of time being wet, as it dried, the color ran. So we're actually trying to correct this issue. Okay, so okay, much better. Now all these other orange spots you're seeing here, we are going to work on by hand. But let's show them let's groom it first. Let's show them this. Now a little hard to see on camera maybe, but there is some of that orange color now throughout this canvas. If you look like right there, you can see, I can see a lot more, but it's a little hard to see on the camera here. That orange color is kind of throughout the rug. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna groom this rug. So we're putting the fiber back in place. And then once this rug dries, we are gonna work on all these little whites in between the color spots that have a little bit of this orange still. We're gonna have to do all this by hand. And we will show you guys that process on Thursday. All right, so now the way we dry this is a little bit different than most rugs. So we are going to actually turn this rug upside down onto another canvas. And I'll explain why in a second. All right, so now you can see on the back where more of that color was a little bit worse, right over here. What we're trying to do now, we're gonna use evaporation and gravity as our friend. So, any color while this is drying, we're gonna put we're not gonna hang this rug, we're gonna put some fans on the floor, we're gonna dry the back of the rug first, and that's gonna create a dry spot where all the moisture will now go up to the back of the rug. And any loose color will come with it. So, I already spoke about this with our customer. All this pre-existing color on the back, it's probably gonna look even worse than when it came in, because we are gonna get as much of that color on the front that's wet now to come to the back of the rug. Now, while it's drying, that's gonna take a little while. So we put another canvas down on the floor and laid it face down. And if the color is that unstable, it will actually go into the canvas first, stay in place, and then the rest of it will come to the back of the rug. So, we're gonna have to take a look at this one tomorrow. I'll make a community post for you guys tomorrow to show you what it looks like at this stage. And then we'll make another short video probably on how we do the rest of this by hand. And then I'll make another community post to show you the full before and after. And all right, guys, that is gonna be the today's live video, our second live video of the day. And today, for the most part, you've been watching Juan over there. Say hello, Juan. Got a little bit of Manny. Your narrator for today's session is Pat Santoro Jr. We are ATC Rug Washing, especially cleaning services. We've been coming at you live from New York on Long Island. A beautiful sunny day, but getting a little now as we get a little later in the day in Farmingdale. And this was one of our special edition lives. So today we cleaned a whole bunch of rugs live, actually. Actually, we cleaned every rug on this rack live. Probably about 25 to 30 rugs total today. And we do these live videos. Every Tuesday, we usually do a CCTV style live video. And every Thursday, we do a live Q&A video. I stand behind the camera, very similar today, for 3 to 4 hours. I answer any questions that you have, and I take you guys through the rug cleaning process for every rug we're cleaning, while we're doing what we're doing and how we're doing it. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the live video. Thank you all very much for watching. I saw I got a whole bunch of subscribers today as well, so thank you all very much for subscribing. And until next time, say goodbye, Ruggy. You guys all have a fantastic day.